Hello, this is Jamal Khalil, and welcome to this tutorial on WizIQ, a Web 2.0 tool that is really nifty for online learning and teaching. So just to kind of set everybody in context, I have created this wiki that we're looking at called WizIQ. I see there's a lot of other nice wikis. And this tutorial screencast that I'm doing is in support of the requirement for this wiki. Before we get started, I just wanted to confirm to everyone that WizIQ is indeed a Web 2.0 application supported by the requirements that are for this assignment. So I went to this link, go to web20.net. That's it here, and I'm searching for WizIQ, and there it is. So indeed, WizIQ is a Web 2.0 tool. So without further ado, let's go talk about this really nifty tool. So one of the first things that I want to tell you is that I am really impressed by the amount and functionality of the Web 2.0 tools that are out there. I must admit, prior to this class, I had not had much exposure to this area. I say much, I've had some exposure, but I had no idea of the richness and the depth of tools that are available out there today. So for teachers, this is great news. And of course, if it's good for teachers, then it should at some point positively affect students and learning in general. So WizIQ is a Web 2.0 web-based, obviously, application that's designed for virtual classroom or online, but also live classrooms, however, not face-to-face, but more audio-visual enabled live classrooms. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But it's excellent for things like technology teaching, business, languages, music, but it's not just limited to those. But this is some of the things that they like to market the tool with. And as far as who uses WizIQ, lots of individual teachers and trainers, colleges and university professors, tutoring and test prep companies, corporations for training and so on, and even high school teachers, quite a bit for distance learning and virtual classrooms. So let's kind of get started real quick. I want to kind of show it to you. First of all, to get WizIQ, all you need to do is sign up, and the sign up is really simple. You can log in with your Facebook account, or you can just click on this Create Your WizIQ account. Just enter your name and email, password, and this I forgot what this is called. It's a code to make sure it's a human being that's entering this information. And then you'll receive an email. When you receive an email, it'll have an encrypted code in it. It's an encrypted link. Click on that link. It'll bring you back to WizIQ to kind of verify you are who you said you are. So, and then you're all set up, and you can then go in and log in, which I'm going to do here. And then hopefully I'll be able to tell you about some of the really nifty features that WizIQ has. So this is the account that I've set up, and just put in my password here and then sign in. The user interface, I'm going to say no here to saving my password. The user interface leaves a lot to be desired. It doesn't look very friendly, honestly, but it is very functional. So, for instance, as a teacher, one of the main things that you want to do is set up a course and be able to teach it. Some of the important areas, though, before we get to creating courses, I want to tell you a little bit about connections. So connections are um, this is where you set up your students, or you invite your students to become account holders of WizIQ, because that's the only way that they'll be able to kind of learn in your virtual classroom, is that they would have to also log into WizIQ. So you do this by basically adding contacts, and then you just simply put in email addresses of the students. This is if you want to, push out the information to them. They'll receive an email, they'll click on a link, and they'll be able to then set up an account. And then once they set up an account, because you invited them in, then they become followers of you, and therefore they'll be able to then attend your classes. And once you do that, then you'll see your students listed here as your followers. So I've set up myself, or a separate instance of myself as a student. So I'm now a follower of me. Um, so this is about contacts, and that's really the first thing that you want to do, is to find out who your students are, and then make sure that they are able to sign into WizIQ and do the things that they need to be able to do in order to attend your classes. The next thing that you want to do is you probably want to populate some sort of library of content. So the content is, and this doesn't have to be done up front, but it's nice to have some things already established in there. These are basically files that you would want your students, for instance, to have in terms of assignments, or maybe videos, YouTube videos, or music, or audio files, what have you, that you want to be able to deliver during your class. So this is content that you probably want to think about ahead of time, and at least have a few of them in there, because it will help a lot when you start to set up a course. It's a lot easier to have some of the content already there, so you can just simply link to it, versus having to, at the time of creating the course, having to go and figure out where everything is. So think about establishing a content library, and it's really easy to uh, upload content to it. So you can upload, when you click on upload content, this is designed for uploading files from your desktop, basically, or from your computer. And, for instance, I can upload a spreadsheet if I want to. And it's really quick for smaller size files. It does support all these kind of files: PowerPoints, Excel, documents, PDFs, and so on. But do make sure that you have these kind of files, because there are restrictions on exactly what kind of files, and also the how big the file is. So size is important here. And so you give the file a title, maybe a description, and then you just say continue, and it will be added to your content library. So now I have these three files. Another kind of content that you can add to your content library is embedded code. So maybe a YouTube video. You can just find the video that you want, and click on the share, the embedded, copy that, and then bring it into your where was I? I was here. And then put your embedded code here. And once you do that, maybe you want to give it a title, test or training video, and maybe a description, and then just say OK, or say continue, sorry. So once you do that, then it adds another embedded content type to your content library. So that's your content library. and everything is available from the home button. So when you click on home, you've got your most important things right here on the left nav bar. The top bar is more for marketing purposes and searching, but the left nav bar is your bread and butter active type stuff that you want to do. So we covered connections and content library. So now we want to get into the courses and how to set up courses. So we click on courses, and the way that you create a course is there's a link right here. You can create a paid course where students are supposed to pay for it, but I don't think this would be in context for us. So we'll click on create a private course. And then this provides a prompt here that gives teachers do's and don'ts about the kind of courses that we set up, no obscene or illegal type material and so on. Probably something about fair use. Remember fair use? Anyway, so say I understand. And then two kind of course types. There is self-paced courses, more for online hands-off type stuff, and live courses where there is a schedule, and there is live interactions between student and teacher via web-enabled audiovisual stuff. So let's go ahead and set those up. I do want to say they do have pretty nice tutorials down here for each type of course and how to set that up. So we'll click on that, and then we'll give it a course title, and then a description. And then we can upload a logo or a banner if we'd like for the course. And then we establish the number of weeks that we want to teach this course. So let's just say this is going to be a 6 weeks course. And we'll click on start here, and that will open up a 6-week interval sections here, 1 week for each, where we can go ahead and enter information related to each week of instruction. And this is lesson planning type stuff. You might want to upload files, you might want to upload embedded content, assignments, tests, and students will be able to see these when they log in and complete them as per your instruction on a weekly basis. Let's go back. I don't want to create a course at this point. Let's go back to a course that I've already created, so you could see what that looks like. So here is a live course that I created. This is just a self-paced course. So let's go ahead and click on this one. And as you can see, there is some information already here, some embedded material, some assignment. We look at the schedule, and that shows us that 1 week interval of class sessions and specific material that are uploaded. And it's really easy to upload. You click on files, you can upload from your computer, or remember when I told you about the content library? This is a good time to use it. So you say add existing content, and here's your library and the files that you have in your library. And so you can just at this point select items from your library, and then once you select the items, I think the reason I can't select it is because I've already selected it. Okay, so here's another one. So I've selected 2 items. I'll add them to the course, and then voila. Remember that that first week had only 2 items in it. Now there is 4 different items. And likewise, I can add tests, assignments, and so on. I think we're running kind of short on time, so I really want to take you over to the live classroom session and show you how that works. So this is the whiteboard. So the whiteboard is over here on the left, and to the right you could see a list of attendees. If there are students, then they would be listed here. In this case, there aren't any at this point. Here is a chat mechanism where I can chat to an individual student or to all the students that are attending the classroom, and I can just type something here. and then they'll be able to see it. There is a lot of different tools here where I can actually handwrite stuff, I can type text, I can upload files from my desktop. Really nice tool, and really works well, especially with your webcam and your microphone and speakers on. Everybody can hear you and everybody can have a good interaction. So this is WizIQ. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know I didn't do justice to it, but I'll add some tutorials from YouTube to the bottom of my wiki. Thank you so much.